This program is supported by the Innertown Record, your weekly hometown community newspaper covering the Kearsarge-Sunapee-Sunshine region of New Hampshire. The Innertown Record.
Welcome back to the Yankee Chronicle, the who, what, where, and when show of the Lake Sunapee region. I'm Abby Peel, your host. MainStreet Warner has done some pretty amazing things since its inception. Let's now hear where they came from and where they're going. Hi, George.
Well, I've been fortunate to have been a resident here for 38 years now. My wife and I, we've raised 4 children here and have been a part of the community, active part of the community for all of that time. And we fell in love with Warner during the Fall Foliage Festival. It's also got a very rich and vibrant history of keeping the community active. And it's those places that we have worked hard as a community to preserve these many years, provide the space for that intercommunication between residents to happen. And that's really at the center of what we're talking about today, the lodge. But there's always been in town, in the village here, active guest houses and businesses, and that remains the case today. MainStreet Warner Inc. was established in 2000, and really was kind of an impetus for some of the things that have happened in the last 20 years or so. And in 2004, we were fortunate enough to be selected by Plan New Hampshire, which is an organization doing just what the name suggests, involved in all sorts of planning projects throughout New Hampshire, to work directly with communities on projects that they are interested in. We were concerned about and interested in Exit 9. Started feeling the pressures of that being very valuable land, especially when Interstate 89 came through in the late 60s. But this is a good stopping point. Many of our people passing through are coming from Canada or Boston and traveling one place to another. We need the places that those people can visit and that the community can interact with those visitors and provide them services. It starts off with a public meeting, and Warner had one of the largest public gatherings in the state at these charrettes. So there's been a lot of effort to preserve the character of that space and control the character of that space. So again, the importance of having all of the town residents being able to meet and gather at many different functions right here in the village has been a key component. Sometimes it's simply a matter of keeping an eye open for opportunity. Opportunity comes from the strangest places. The state of New Hampshire was upgrading the drainage through the village. And as part of that, we had an opportunity to provide an outlet, the drainage from the main street. It turned out that the store on Main Street called Bookends, which was the center and heart of MainStreet Warner Inc., had adjacent land there. And we together looked at ideas for the development of a community park, and the drainage system would go down through the middle of that, which provided heavy construction equipment, which was donated by Weaver Brothers. And we created the amphitheater and exterior setting for what has become a cultural center for the village. The Jim Mitchell Park, as it was named after the unfortunate passing of Jim Mitchell, has become a very active center of the village when the lodge behind me became available. And that is now truly the center of the village. The lodge will serve multiple uses, and it is going to be an entertaining and useful space. We'll have a kitchen facility and a host of other things. That's in the planning stages now, and there's plenty of opportunity for input, and there's never a shortage of input in the community of Warner for the preservation, for the creation of these important public spaces where we can all get together and share our time and ideas and thoughts and energy to the benefit of the town.
Thank you, George, and thanks to all that have made their work possible. To close out this week's show, Catherine Nevins of Main Street Bookends in Warner joins us to give us a rundown of this year's Warner Fall Foliage Festival and their anniversary.